Now then guys, how you doing? Welcome back and thank you for joining me again. And today we're against Brighton, so potential 6-pointer as Brighton currently in 18th place, 3 points ahead of us as well. So a win today would get us on level terms with them. It'd put us 1 point behind Norwich and Crystal Palace as it stands. Now we've got a big game against Newcastle as well. Both of these games are away today. Hopefully that won't have too much of a factor within the results. But we've had a decent result against Manchester City in the last episode. A 3-2 defeat against Liverpool. You know, we managed to get 2 goals, 2 set pieces there. We didn't really deserve to score goals. We didn't deserve a win. But when you put 2 goals past Liverpool, you should really be trying to get something out of it. But that has been a common theme since I took over in charge of Brentford. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to try and get 3 points from this game against Brighton. I think if we lose against Brighton here, that is probably it. As we've seen Norwich pick up points in the other episodes, Crystal Palace are a team that we could potentially catch, but if Brighton get out of the drop zone, Crystal Palace will drop in, and then yeah, I reckon that'll be the bottom 3 confirmed. So just to refresh ourselves with that league table then, so like I say, we're in 19th place with 19 points on the board. We've won 2 out of our last 5 games. Brighton have lost 5 on the bounce, and Crystal Palace above us have drawn 1 in the last 4. So out of the bottom 4, we have certainly got the best form. In fairness, out of the bottom 5, we have got the best form. It's only Norwich's win against Manchester United in the last episode that have managed to pull them from safety. So looking at the games today then, Norwich also take on Newcastle, Aston Villa against Chelsea, but those bottom 2 fixtures, and Norwich take on Newcastle later on in the day as well. So team selection wise then, we're going to line up like this with Fernandes in goal, Miru, Pinnock, Ayer and Roeslev at the back. Then Elton Baptiste in the middle with Gonzalez and Buemo out wide. Mitrovic and Tony up front. Buemo, I think, again, we'll swap it out there. Do I really need to make any changes? Phil Jones is almost back from his injury. 4 days to go, and then he'll join the centre-back partnership. He'd probably Pinnock and Jones now, as Pinnock has definitely helped us climb away from that bottom place. He's got 6 goals for us now. 4 of them from set pieces, in the last 3-4 games. So he had probably Pinnock and Jones at the back. Ayer can then drop into the midfield as another option as well. But like I say, this is the game that I reckon will determine our safety this season. A victory here and it's game on. A loss and it's game over. So what has been said in the social roundup then? Jonathan Robinson says, I predict a victory. Mason Goodwin says, glad to see an L start and he's so good. Nigel Baleza says, really want to beat them after losing last time. We're not playing well, but where does Tony? There's a way. Come on then. Brighton have lost 6 in a row. I think that's the way to go. Their form suggests that they should be in 20th place. So today we just need to carry on their misery really. As after 10 minutes we've had 63% possession, I'm going to demand a bit more from the team as there is a highlight then. McAllister to Lallana. 13 minutes on the clock. We just do not want to get caught with that ball over the top as Gonzalez puts some pressure on. McAllister out to Solly March. They've got players in the middle as Buemo picks it up. What is he doing? Get it clear. Jeez, nearly a big mistake then. Right, March on the ball again as Janel picks up and we are in possession. Mitrovic. Ball, that's a great ball to Gonzalez. Opens up the players. Gonzalez on his way. Tony's through and he could wrap it up. He misses. He misses. We could have taken the lead in the first 15 minutes and we've blown it. But the highlight is going to continue as they boot it long from the back. Got to be our ball as we don't win that header. But Fernandes finds himself in possession. Decent ball out to Roeslev, who hasn't been great in possession in the last few games, but it's a decent ball there. Mitrovic out to Muru. Ivan Toney, though, needs the ball again. You know, can redeem himself from that last miss. As Buemo, Toney into the middle, gets a head on it, and he's missed that one as well. He's had 2 big opportunities in the space of 60 seconds. But we are looking good in these first 20 minutes. There was a little bit of a scare just before our highlight. But we have dominated so far, as they're in possession again then from a throw-in. Lamptey, let's get the press on. Ball over, got to be ours surely. Muru's beaten to it. Trossard though. Atal. Stop it. Solly March. And it goes all the way out to Basuma. It's there again though. March has a crack and it's over the bar. No worries. And there's another highlight though on 23 minutes. Ayer then in possession to Gonzalez. Everyone's backed off him. Baptiste to Tony. We had the opportunity then to spread it wide. Roeslev on the ball. Right, Baptiste to Ayer. And we're all the way back at the keeper. You know, we need to keep the momentum going. As Muru then, out to Buemo. You can see Tony at the bottom of the screen. As Atal robs him, and they could hit us on the counter. Bissouma. We have slowed it down now. McAllister on it to Trossard. Gross. March. Solly March has beat the offside trap. And Fernandes with a massive save. Corner ball and as Trossard with it in. Get that ball headed clear as Fernandez reads it well, comes and claims it. And the highlight's gone. They've had 7 shots, 6 on target. We've had 4 and 2, 52% possession. As Tony then, on it. It's been brought down. Dunks on a yellow. That could be a red card. I reckon it is, you know. It could be his second yellow. And off he goes. Lewis Dunk's gone. We have the numerical advantage. We've only managed 5 shots, 2 on target though. Here we go. Highlight. Gonzalez with the ball in. Mitrovic with the header. And it's off the top of the bar. It's gone. Right, we need to turn the screw then. As I'm going to shout. I'm going to encourage the team. Throw in then. A towel to McAllister. Referee's given a penalty. He's given a penalty. They're looking at VAR. He said it looked harsh. They've gone down to 10 men. It's just before half-time on 44 minutes. Penalty awarded. Ah, it's soft. It's really soft as they've worked their way into the box. Trossard then can Fernandez be the hero, and he's not. And we are 1-0 down in a game that we need to win. It's his 8th goal of the season as well. Leandro Trossard. We're playing positive. We might have to go attacking in the second half and try and blow them away. But we see the highlight. Shocking. As we're going to go into half-time. Right, second half-wise then, I don't really want to make any changes. We've been the better team here. That's what I'm going to say. Tactically then, what's the change? Like I say, I don't really want to make one. Van Elt on a 6.5 in the middle. Hasn't had a great game. I'm going to bring Ayer into the midfield, I think. Beck Sorensen on at the back. But we are going to go for a more attacking approach for the second half. Right, let's go then, as they'll have a chance to reset. So here we go, highlight on 53 minutes. Gonzalez on a card, needs to be careful as it's a poor ball. Veltman then to Lamptey. Sanchez clears it long, got to be our ball. Sorensen down to Baptiste. We've got plenty of players on yellow cards. Baptiste and Gonzalez on a yellow as well as Mitrovic. Ayer through to Buemo. It's off the post. Gonzalez has got a score. There we go. The flag stayed down and it's 1 apiece on 53 minutes. Gonzalez has been a decent addition to the squad that we picked him up in the January transfer window. But Ayer to Mbeumo, it's a decent effort, but Gonzalez is the quickest to react. And on 53 minutes, we're back on level terms. Lallana then with the throw to March. We just need to be careful with that ball into the box. Trossard though, you know, if we can pick it up, we'll hit him on the counter. March to Lallana. There's danger. How is the danger? They've got a man less. Basuma. McAllister, ball out wide. Atal, he's been dangerous. Ball into March. Across, Roeslev gets it clear, but we're just not there. They're like boxing us in with a man down, and it's off the bar. Wowzers. I'm going to have to make a change, I think. Canos is going to come on for the goal scorer, Gonzalez. Probably the best player on the pitch, but he's got a yellow card. So that is me one change so far. Canos with the ball in then. Pinnock with the header. And there we go. It's 2-0 linesman. Here we go. Referee seen something. They're looking at an offside. Goal disallowed. Canos with his first touch swings the ball into the box. Ethan Pinnock though, it doesn't count. He's well off. What is he playing at there? That is amateur stuff. But Pinnock scores. Right, we're going to demand more then as they have a free kick. Lallana out. Why have we got our hands up? Trossard out and they score. Are you having an absolute bubble? On 68 minutes, we're now 2-1 down. Basuma scores. Bearing in mind, they are down to 10 men. This is really poor. Trossard with it cross. Look at them just queuing up on the penalty spot. Basuma comes and scores it. Another highlight then. Roeslev to Canos. Sorensen. Again, a point's no good for us. Ayer with it to Mbeumo. Ball across to Tony though. It's a decent touch. It's been brought down. Veltman. He could also be sent off. Hold on a minute. VAR are checking this one. Can you imagine? I don't think he'll get a card. Penalty awarded. Ivan Toney. Veltman gets a second yellow card and he's sent off. Come on. Ivan Toney's got a score though. A miss has been coming. It really has. As Toney then scores. He's clinical. And it's 2-2 and now they're down to 9 men. Surely we cannot blow this. Come on, they're not even playing with any attackers now. So for me, I think we do need to make the change. I've got one more change to make. Johan Wisser is going to come on. For Beck Sorensen, who come on at half time. I'm going to then play a 3 up top. We'll play basically a back 3. We're going attacking. We're going to go for it. Come on. As there is a highlight then. Ball over. Tony doesn't get there. It's got to be now, surely. This is going to be one-way track as Lampley picks it up. And we're back in possession. Roeslev then to Sorensen. Surely with 15 minutes. Pinnock in possession. Ayer to Sorensen. I am going to go very attacking for the last 10 minutes as well. We'll see how this highlight pans out. As Mitrovic, is he going to get there? Decent challenge though. And it's out for a throw-in. What a challenge that is. As we're going into the final 10 minutes, we're going to go very attacking. In possession. We're going to play for set pieces. We're going to distribute the ball over defence. We're going to take long kicks. Distribute quickly. Confirm there's plenty happening then as we need to push this one. 5 minutes to go in a game that we need to win. And it's gone quiet. Buemo then with the ball in. And we score, Ivan Toney. There you go. It's 3-2 on 87 minutes. And that could be the goal that saves our season, let's be honest. It's a shocking camera angle, but who cares? Ivan Toney in at the near stick. They're going to be chasing the game. I need to pull it back off from very attacking. We're going to go to a positive approach. Wissa's going to drop into the gap. Buemo goes there, and that is that. Right. 5 minutes of stoppages. No more highlights, please. It's been an even game, even with them being on 10 men and then 9 men. As Webster gets it clear, Ayer picks it up. We have been gifted today. Them getting 2 men sent off has saved us. Baptiste then to Ayer. Ball across. Down Canos. Can he wrap it up? It's a big save from Sanchez. Buemo then with the ball in is cleared away. Solimarch is going to pick it up though and it goes fortunately. As that is that. What a victory. What a victory. 22 shots, 12 on target for us. 54% possession. Ivan Toney with the header at the end gets us out of trouble. Well done lads. But did we need some players sent off to get the victory? Yes, we did. But we're now in 19th place still. 22 points on the board. Exactly the same as Brighton. Their goal difference, minus 21. Ours, minus 22. We're now a point behind Norwich and Crystal Palace. And we've got a big game coming up against 10th place Newcastle. Obviously, Norwich still to play as well. How the fans reacted then? Earl Pullen says, great result. Can't believe how good we were. More the same. Next match, please. Absolutely. Brentford defeat 9-man Brighton. Like I say, we've been gifted. Tony shines. 2 more goals for him. I'm really pleased with your work. I think when we look at his form, you know, he's been scoring goals for fun. His game against Liverpool is the only game he hasn't scored in the last 6 games. You know, a hat-trick against Southampton, 1 against Villa, 1 against Spurs, 2 against City, and 2 against Brighton. Gerrard spotted at the MX Stadium. Looking at Ivan Toney, you can forget it. Get out of there. And Marinachuk, a player that I've been looking at, is no good for us. Obviously, it doesn't matter now anyway, does it? As I can't bring any more players into the club. So what we're going to do then, guys, we're going to move forward now to this game against Newcastle. Right, so here we go then. Match day against Newcastle as Manchester United take on Crystal Palace. West Ham against Brighton, Wolves against Liverpool, Leicester against Manchester City and Norwich against Burnley. Now, just before the break, Norwich were beaten 2-0 by Newcastle. So Norwich now playing the same amount of games as the rest of us. Watford obviously have got a game in hand. They're 3 points behind us. Even if they won their game, goal difference would keep them in bottom spot anyway. So it's all about these other results today going in our favour again. So we need Burnley to beat Norwich. We're at Burnley. Burnley currently sat in 15th place. And Man United obviously lost in the last episode to Norwich. So there is an opportunity there for Crystal Palace to beat Man United. And then lastly, Brighton take on West Ham. West Ham currently sat in 14th place. So yeah, we could do with Brighton losing again. Team selection wise for today's game, then we've made a few changes with Fernandez in goal, Henry, Pinnock, Ayer and Roeslev at the back, with Jan Elton Baptiste in the middle, Gonzalez and Canas out wide, with Buemo and Tony up front. Now Phil Jones, he is back from his injury. He's not fully match fit yet, so we'll give him about 15 minutes towards the end of today's game. And then looking at the social roundup then, Trent Houston says, get Gonzalez out of the team. I think he's been decent since he joined us. And Aaron Downs says, this is good and it's all down to the tactical work being put in. I'd expect this to be a tough game, but again, it's a game that we can win. I know we're the underdogs here, that's not what I'm saying. I want you to pick up where we left off last time out. As our form, we've won 3 out of our last 5 games. So come on then, the same again. As obviously this is a team that's had a lot of money spent on it, is Newcastle. When you look at their midfield, Martino and Ndoble, as Gonzalez is picking it up then. Tony, go on. Canos on the ball. Ball through to Ivan Toney, who finds a bit of space. That's a massive save from Dubravka. In fairness, it was right at him. However, you know, he still kept it out. As corner ball then, Roeslev. We have been deadly on set pieces and we're there again. And Pinnock just puts it wide as West Ham go 1-0 up against Brighton. And that puts us up into 17th place as things stand. Pinnock, has he missed again? It's inches wide. We've missed 2 from set pieces. But we are up into 17th place now and we are out of the relegation zone. Henry picks it up then. Baptiste. Ball out to Canos. Tony. Ball through to Buemo. He's got to score surely. And Dubravka makes the save. 13 minutes. We've had 4 big chances. And Dumbly again. Got to be our ballers. They are mincing about on the edge of the area. Baptiste picks up and we could hit them on the counter. Buemo to Tony. Now we slowed it down as Canos though. And it's cut out. Aya to Canos again. And we lose out now. The press does hard. St. Maximin picks it up. Obviously, he's going to be there. Quality player. Regulon. This team. Henry down now. It's end-to-end as Gonzalez to Buemo, who's already missed the one-on-one earlier on. He's round the goalkeeper there when he scores on 25 minutes. We go 1-0 up. And it's not been against the run of play. It's been all Brentford for the first 25 minutes. As Henry with the interception. Gonzalez with the ball over the top. Tony or Buemo could have got to that one. But he's round Dubravka and it's into an empty net. As there is another highlight then, as Brighton go 1-1 with West Ham. And Canos, that's a red card. Is that his second yellow? Already on 26 minutes, Canos coming in today. And he's blown it for us. Tactically then, who do you sacrifice here? It's got to be one of my 2 front men. But Buemo's looked the more dangerous. Buemo's going to go out wide. I'm not going to sacrifice anybody. I'm just going to play it like that. Gonzalez and Buemo can swap around. Confirm the change. And let's go. Brighton are now 2-1 up against West Ham. They have turned it around. As we go up into 17th place, they want us to go a very defensive mentality. I don't think that's the way to go. I think when we look at the tactics, we're positive at the minute. We'll go to a balanced approach. I think we've still got enough about us here. As Newcastle have done nothing thus far. And their team, though, playing 5 at the back, 2 in the midfield, 3 up front. Jimenez is their main man up front. I cannot believe Canos has got sent off. What do I tell the guys then? Well done on control and possession so far. That's what we want. That's the way to go. They're loving that. Is there a change to make though, really? Is anyone having a shocker of a game? Now, Ivan Toney's on a 6.9. Maybe get him off and put Mitrovic on. Play him as the pressing forward. I think that's the way we're going to go. So Toney's off. Mitrovic is going to come on as the pressing forward just to put some pressure on their back line when they have the ball. But looking at the latest scores there, Man United are 1-0 up against Crystal Palace, Brentford 1-0 up against Newcastle, Brighton 2-1 against West Ham and Liverpool 2-0 against Wolves. That Norwich game later on against Burnley. But Newcastle have done absolutely nothing here, but there is a highlight just as I'm saying that. So Aya down to Yanelt then. Right, now obviously there's both my centre-backs are on cards as well. Gonzalez is knackered. Yanelt with the ball over. Henry picks it up. Henry is a quality player. He's really impressed us since I took over. Henry then with the ball out. Buemo, he scores against the run of play now. Well, I say against the run of play. Against the 11 men of Newcastle United. 10 men Brentford make it 2-0. Henry is quality. He gets himself to the byline. You know, I think he's got too much to do there, but he turns back in. The ball through to Buemo, who hits it first time through a crowd of players. Dubravka's got no chance, and we're 2-0 up. So for the last 10 minutes then, I know we've seen us collapse in the last 10 minutes before, but I think Phil Jones, he'll come on. Ferreira at the back. And I've still got one more change to make. So Wissers are going to come on for Gonzalez. Gonzalez and Buemo swapping around. Buemo going out on the right-hand side now. As Gonzalez has played a good game. Got plenty of tight players out there, though. As we've got 2 minutes to go, we're 2-0 up. We've got a highlight. Baptiste out to Jones. And they wanted us to go very defensive. That was what I was being told. As Baptiste, he's found his way through. Baptiste, can he wrap it up? Dubravka with the save. Newcastle have not been at the races today. As Man United go 3-1 up against Palace. Buemo with the corner. Ball in. Mitrovic doesn't get there. RodeNT left though. It should be his ball and it's gone. St. Maximum on a 5.9 for them. And it's full time. 2-0. Down to 10 men from 27 minutes. And we still come away with a clean sheet. More importantly, they didn't even manage a shot on target. You're out of the relegation zone. Well done. Enjoy that feeling. We've done it. It's the first time in the series then we're out of the relegation zone. So as it stands, we're actually up into 16th place. 25 points on the board. Norwich obviously still got a game to play. Watford have got 2 games to play as well. And how have the fans reacted then? Cameron Seeley says, so proud of Brentford today. I'm absolutely ecstatic. Canos is banned. What a tool. Buemo helps Brentford clear of the drop. He certainly does. 2 big goals from him today. And let's give him some praise. I'm really pleased with how you're doing. So Norwich beat Burnley 4-0, so we dropped down into 17th place, Norwich with 26 points on the board. Brighton also winning 2-1 against West Ham as well, so, you know, the teams around us, when we were losing, they were losing. Now we're picking up points, they are also picking up points. Be interesting to see this Watford result. As Everton take on Southampton, Leeds against Watford then. And there we go then, Everton win 4-1 against Southampton, Watford 3-1 against Leeds. So the gap between us and bottom spot is now 3 points. You know, we've just put up 6 points in this episode. And we find ourselves equal on points with Brighton, minus 20 goal difference each. 1 point behind Norwich, but now only 4 points behind Burnley as well. So there's a real opportunity now with other teams getting dragged into it. West Ham in 14th place, Burnley in 15th, that we could pull ourselves even further. So looking at the schedule then, games against West Ham and Wolves coming up next. So another opportunity to pick up another 6 points. But we've now won 4 of our last 5 games. Form really starting to pick up there. So yes, join me in the next episode as we take on Wolves and West Ham.